Hello, hello. I'm just starting to get ready, and I think it should be about time for me to start building a zoo. Hi, Niddy. I'm thinking of doing a franchise, and I already have two zoos here. One is the Antarctic expansion, which is just a little hole in the middle of Antarctica, on the edge actually. And all it is for some animals to yuck. And that is how I made 211,000 money there, because I needed to make some African wild dogs yuck, and I decided that the best place for that would be Antarctica. Yes, well, I'm not entirely certain if that was a wise decision. And then I have the Alpic Picnic, which is in the middle of the Alps, and I've not actually done anything there, just some landscaping. Which I then thought was rather confusing to actually use anything, to do anything with, so I decided to, not touch that further. And now I want to start the new zoo. Let's do it in the European tundra, maybe? No, let's go for just temperate Europe. Nettie, do you want to name my zoo? Or does anyone want to name my zoo? Zoo, it needs a name. Well, I don't know either. So it shall be... No. Let's call it Bamboozle for now. Great. And let's get over there. There's a whole lot of animals to place and stuff like that. The game starts off with a rather flat grassland. Though with temperature up there, that actually looks pretty nice. It's like lots of farmland and stuff around. I like it. It makes the flatness actually feel a lot less out of place than it did with Antarctica and both of the tundra options. Both were in the mountains. Oh yes, that is entirely fair. Oops, I forgot about that. Yes, so I was showing things off and all that, and just saw nothing. Nothing! Thanks for not mentioning that. Okay, so, I'm not entirely certain where to start. There's a nice little river on the sideline, but it's a lot larger river than what I can have in my zoo, which is something to consider, because I do want a river in my zoo, because it can't just be all grassland now, can it? So I'm gonna work a little bit of terrain. I'm gonna start a little river from this corner over here, and I'm just gonna let's make that a 60% density thing. It's just gonna be a little river. Not too deep, not too shallow. It's just gonna strolling along. How far is it from everything else? A little way away. I want it to be sort of all encompassing of the area, which is going to be a challenge, I suppose. To need the river to be all over the place immediately. I also wanted to be like wills and hills, not wills. I was thinking of hills and valleys, and I was sort of accidentally using both as the same argument. Also, I think light soil is good for river bottoms in this here area. Or maybe rough soil. Yeah, that makes more sense. Since a lot of European rivers tend to be quite muddy at the bottom. Oh, I am currently only painting the texture. I sort of actually wanted to do both of these actions at the same time. Looks like this is where the river splits. That's fine. Oh, I heard. Did you get to pet the goat? Did the goat pet you back? Aw. What sort of beaks do they have? Because this game, I think, only has warthogs as far as anything big-like goes. Okay, let's make a little splits here. This is where the source of the river is. It's gonna be like just some bubbling water and all that coming in from below. Some kind of hog. Well, I mean, there are a lot of areas which don't actually get to see domestic pigs up close, so I could see the appeal of having some in the zoo, but yeah, it's not what you'd usually expect, is it? Okay, so we have our source area over there. Currently our river isn't that large. I'm sort of imagining coming around like all the way and then having like a valley in the middle where they fall in. Ooh, mice! I don't think this game has any mice, which is unfortunate. Well, but it'll be fine. Oh, I've only spent like $100 right now, which is fine. This is quite a sizable river for $100. Okay, if I make this rough water, yeah, that looks nice. I think. I might want to smoothen like the borders and the like while I go about it, but I think it's coming along. So back to size 7, was it, that I was using? To make this here river. In fairness, what I could do is introduce multiple source points. Like I could have another source for the river over here, and then they could blend together and continue on like that. Because having one of the sources for the river right in this same... Like, this is probably going to end up being like a source, like one of the first pens for the animals. Have I been making it less steep? Oh no, maybe. Mice are also an animal that this game does not have. As unfortunate as that may be. So yeah, I think I've lost some depth along the way while I was coming into this. But yeah, I have this really stupid plan to have a large network of water that I can just purify with one single purifier. Because it will all be connected, except for the pit in the middle, because that will not have that option. Should I have like an old crater, like lake? Because that could be fun. Okay, let's continue on from here. I don't know if this is a deeper pool of water or not. Okay. And this island here will be, without a doubt, like, I think that might be like the good place for exhibits and all sorts of guest facilities, making it a little home away from home. Oh, no, I still enjoy my pushing tool. Alright. I feel like I should have done the landscaping maybe beforehand, but on the other hand, I sort of wanted to give the opportunity to name the zoo and all that. Which I did while not actually showing the screen, so That went about as well as could be expected. Okay, so we have a pretty good amount of the river ready. But I do want to come all the way around. And I have to keep considering the fact that if I want to expand the river, I have to remove all the water from the river. So that's sort of why I want to do the whole river replace in like one fell swoop. You can have a little lake over here, just where the, well, not even a lake, it's just, this will be a wider part of the river where the water gets to meander a little bit more, and then we'll continue on from here, coming around the tree. The odds are we will add more trees as we come along. I wish there was like a brioche. Sorry. I always do that. I am currently making a riverbed so that my zoo will be less flat and bland. Though in fairness, we are in temperate Europe, so flat and bland is sort of to be expected, but I still want to add a little flavor to it, you know? I'm thinking of making the centerpiece sort of like the Kali. Is it called a lake? I'm not sure, but in Saaremaa there is a meteor crater full of water. And I think I might do something similar for the centerpiece of this particular zoo. Since it is temperate Europe and all that, so it makes sense to do stuff like that. Like, I don't know where it is on the map as assigned by the game. But it's probably not Estonia, because Estonia is not this hilly. Estonia is literally just at the bottom of, well, previously a sea, so, and the retreating glacier kinda pulled it quite low. when it was being formed like that. Yeah. I'm using a few $100 to just get a little bit of water going around here, so it's less dull for my own eyes. And I think this is where I will want to have the waterfall. That sounds wonderful. Oops. I have to actually deepen if I want to do something like that. And then let's push a little deeper. Okay, I have no idea how deep this hole actually is right now. But no, it's just in shadow. I thought there was already river water down there, but no, it's just shadows. Oh, yeah, just a little hole in the ground. At the bottom of which I want to have another hole. My final exam is on whatchamacallit, Monday. And I also have a little bit of homework to do before that. I think it'll go well. The teacher allows us to make like a little bit of whatchamacallit, like some notes to write down of. And this looks like a canyon at the moment, which is nice as well, but not quite what I'm looking for. I think I need a larger tool to make this easier. But yeah, I think making a 3D map versus a 2D map is quite a different experience. But yeah, I do admit that I have a lust for detail when it comes to maps. So this, I think, will start off barely detailed, and then we'll expand on the detail as we get around to the areas themselves. So I'm gonna leave it quite rough to start off with, and then when I get around to these things I will actually repair them to be nice. Okay, and we can go back to the smaller tool, because this is gonna be where the water itself is gonna be in this little zone. There's gonna be a little bit of a edge around it. So we can have some facilities and animal pens and all that. Pretend to make well, we can have a cave for a bear and all that, stuff like that. Pretend that some animals are more subterranean than they actually are. Okay, and put some warm water in here. Actually, we can make the warm water a little bit higher. That's gonna be our little lake. And this is currently obstructed because there is... I feel like I've lost some depth along the way, which is unsurprising. I'm just gonna have to check if this is experienced the same... Yeah, okay, so the water became too shallow around this part. So I'm gonna have to deepen it just a bit. I'm not sure if it's actually becoming deeper right now or not. It seems to be doing so. But, then we need the smallest of tips, so we can edge it off. Just edge and edge and edge. Which sounds lewd, but I think that was on purpose. Okay, maybe size 1 is too small. Let's use size 2 to just sort of lift it up a little bit. Make it be able to actually contain water. Still obstructed. But this is enough. Though it's... Yeah, there's a lot of loss of depth going around from somewhere. Let's just try and deepen it up a little. It's probably from being at 60% and then at just some point something got lost in translation of sorts. It's not too bad. I can... Is it not too bad? No, it's gotten way too shallow at the end here. Maybe if I just push it a little bit. And bring it back down. And this should help me create the waterfall that I desire. Of course, since it's... I need to work it back the other way as well, I think. And that should allow me to place the rough water. Excellent! So this will be where the waterfall will be. I'm not entirely sure how much of this I can push back on. But a whole lot. But I mean, that looks cool. But I think this should be rock. Maybe some smooth rock on the top. Yeah. Yeah. Construction... the special effects. I need a waterfall, I think. There are several options. Waterfall top 10 meters. If I place it here, how does this work? Okay, and waterfall bottom. I'm gonna need this to be not aligning to surface, I think. Let's bring it to the water surface. It's not 100% spot on, but I think it'll work. Also maybe get rid of all of the ones at top so I can actually bring them, work them in proper. Yeah, it's going swimmingly. The current weekly challenge is making animals yuck. Oh, I forgot I unpaused. For the creation of waterfalls, so now I'm getting messages such as You need facilities. You need a lot of facilities. You need all of the facilities. If you actually want to get anything done here, you need facilities. So let's bring this over here. Maybe? Oh, yes, yes. I do want this to be on play though. I'm just gonna close my zoo while I work on this waterfall so I can actually see how these things work. I don't want Angle Snap there. I appreciate the offer. It would make perfect sense to have some of it fall down from here as well. So that would mean I'll work it out. It'll be fine. And how does the midsection work exactly? Oh, like that. It just pours water down. That'll be fine. Okay. You move this way. Do you want to be this way around instead? Yeah, you do. Now I'm just pouring water on my camera. That's not helpful. And some water from here as well. I think that'll also look really good. And waterfall bottom, 10 meters. Get it down there. Oop, I can't make sense of anything right now because I think I was still experiencing waterfall bottom right at my screen's level. So yeah, that looks good. It's a bit floaty over here, but you don't have to notice that. Though we do have nature to help with this. Rocks. I'm gonna use desert rocks because they're nice and yellow for that. And we're just gonna like close off the edge there. That's I think rock 7 is the one I'm looking for. Yeah. That's a rock I like. I can get behind this rock. And that'll just be like it's catching the water there and just pouring it into the river. Well, the lake now. And I sort of want to have some rocks up here as well to make things look less... Is it less anything? But there's a whole part here that sort of currently is dry. But there might be more water stuff here that I don't know of. Special effect water jet loss. Water jet, water jet, water jet splash, splash. Ooh, rapids. That's what I need. Nope, cancel that. No more line to surface, please. You are supposed to follow my precise directions. And all that. Okay, Planet Zoo decided to stop playing music. Also, the one on the very edge, there are some there that should be further away from the edge. The same seems to apply to that waterfall over there, because it's very much me there. It looked very nice from the other angle, but less so from this one. Okay, I think this is a rapid. Yep. I think this is a rapid. This is also a rapid. So let's move it back a little bit. It looks approximately decent. I'll come back to it. You have what problem with your face? I sort of didn't notice the line before now, so might have missed out on that information. Okay. I think we can start now. Let's start out by laying some path. So meters wide seems pretty good. And I said I wanted to have the whatchamacallit, like the guest facility on the island, right? So if I... Whoops! That's a bit high. Yeah, let's try that again. Let's reduce the length of this strip, so I can come closer to the edge of the river, and then go up a little bit. Then come down again. Obstructed the water volume, so I still need to go up one, and then I can come down, right? Oops. The bridge is a bit more... whatchamacallit... curvy than I was initially hoping for, but that's fine. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Okay, let's come with this, then do align to grid, and start from here. And we'll just have a little square here for people to enjoy themselves at. There's gonna be a plot of dirt in the middle for some plants, I guess. There's gonna be picnic tables and stuff like that all around. And that's the current plan. But first things first, we should probably start building facilities. What's actively costing me money? Ongoing expenses. Scenery running cost. Someone must be flowering my plants. Ooh, look at these bunnies. That's a bunny and that's a kitty. What are they doing here? I didn't place them. But I don't mind. They're cute. And their cuteness will be our downfall. Okay, we can go with just thin streets now for bringing in some stuff facilities. And I also want to have some stuff facilities on this side, so I need more road for that. This is where a very important facility will be, namely the water purifier. Because I believe that if I do something really stupid like place the water treatment plant right over the fuck here, it should do the whole fucking river. So that should be good. And okay, so now the rest of the stuff facilities. I want the stuff room here because this is a nice little place. It's sufficiently out of the way, I believe. So that should help. Okay, so I mentioned I want to have one of the encampments right over here, so it makes sense for me to also have the keeper hut on this side, if this is gonna be the side where the entrance is gonna be to one of those pens. And since there's gonna be another set of pens on this side, it would also make sense to have a keeper hut here ish. Connect up, please. Alright, and we will now need to forge the center for all the vet stuff to start off. I think I will have like the proper research facility over here once I have all the research. Oh, what's the experience of the way? Once again, I missed the context. I didn't see the exact time when you said that, and I don't know what I said because I speak a lot without thinking a lot. So yeah, let's have the vet surgery here, let's have the trade center here, let's have the quarantine. Where's the quarantine door? Let's have the quarantine here. And the tree can clip into it, it's fine. And I want to have some research centers as well, because science. You can't get anywhere without science. But once we get the ability to have a large research center, we can just wipe a lot of this out. And of course, I want a workshop. Though the workshop can be close to this, because this is currently the only thing requiring maintenance, so having the mechanic go... Oh! Is Spirit Way overrated? I don't know, I haven't... don't remember actually watching it. I know I've seen it, technically, but I also don't remember anything about it. So I'm gonna take a $50,000 loan because I've spent all my money already, as a standard, and that's gonna help with that a little bit. I'm also going to need a very specific guest facility, the toilets, and more importantly the info shop, because I think one of my quests here was to have an info center profit, which is, I think, a rather odd choice, but it'll do. And now I think I should think about animals, as well as actually hiring stuff, but you know, that's fine. We have a vendor, because that vendor just popped in with that. I need at least 2 vets. There is a staff room right over there, you just need to calculate a little bit. And then you'll be right on it. Then I want to have 3 keepers total at the moment. I think I'm gonna try and scout out an achievement with that as quickly as I can. And a couple of caretakers. And I need at least 1 mechanic, because we currently have that one mechanical thing over there. And... but actually, I want 2 mechanics. But that means I need another workshop, which is fine. Facilities... Yeah, I know about that. Let them just recalculate that. And we can actually open the zoo now. Because we have facilities, we are sort of ready-ish. We just need one more thing, and that's animals, which are quite an important addition to a zoo. I think some people would not even consider it a zoo if it did not have animals in it. Which I can't blame them for. Animals seem like quite an important part of a zoo. So I wanted 1 more mechanic. And I'll hire a security guard just in case. It's fine. Though we don't really have much of a need for it at the moment. But it's gonna be fine. And now, what sort of animals do we want? Name an animal and I will consider adding it in. But while we think about that, I am going to have... If I add... What's the water jet like? Oh, it's like that. That's a bit aggressive for, I think. But if I sink it on the ground like this, then it's completely invisible. That's not gonna help. Like that? That sort of looks like it could be a water source. Ah, squirrels. I don't think I have squirrels in this game. We have aardvarks, we have buffalo, we have elephants, wild dogs, tortoises, centipedes, bisons, wolves, camels, tapirs, tigers, wildebeests, constrictors, bongos, bonobos, Bornean orangutans, spiders, cheetahs, pangolins, snakes, noodles, warthogs, ostriches, sheep, eastern brown snakes, birds, gemsbok gharials. It's a lot of animals, but well, yeah. I'm thinking of adding like the scorpion facilities and the like on this island, so that's gonna be it until I'm running a little bit of a profit and have researched some architectural styles. Speaking of mechanics, I want the Arctic team, yes, and I think I want to start off with power, because power is really good, power is important. So let's go to the animal thingy, and I'm gonna look at what I can get for cash listings. Ooh, we could have hippos. Do you want hippos? Or bears? Aardvarks, crocodiles, hyenas, macaques, yeah, that's the one. Nile monitors, which are very cute. African buffalo, timber wolves, lemurs. I think I want a couple of Nile monitors actually, if we have that option. So I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna go and find them again. Bisons, Arctic wolves are of course a thing, but that requires. Yeah, okay, let's go find the. Okay, so I want to sort down now. I wanted the hippos, and what was the animal I was just mentioning? Nile monitors. Yeah. Let's take a look. What's the best stock for each? Well, for hippos we just have the 3 options. How many animals need to be in an area? At least 3. Up to 1 male and up to 29 females. And we can have 3 females right now. They also need to have a lot of water, but I can give them this entire river strip over here. Make this their area. Maybe even give them this part of the river here, just the whole crossing. That could work for them. So to start off, hippos. We're buying hippos. We're buying 3 hippos. This is an incredibly bad hippo for breeding, but that's gonna be fine. Yeah, none of them are perfect for breeding, but there's something. I also want to have Nile monitors. So Nile monitors are gonna be the ones who are gonna take the small piece of land near the fountain over there. This animal is certainly coming to my zoo. Or alternatively, I could give them the other side of this river, so they can have the small strip here. Because they don't need a lot of space, I don't think. So, who fucks good? I think this girl is better in all ways than the other one, so we're gonna grab her as well. And they are gonna go to quarantine to be looked at. So they can be sorted out and brought into spaces. I don't know how much space hyenas need. But yeah, let's bring hyenas in as well. I think they were matriarchal. These species. Okay, let's go take a look. Let's refilter this, clear the filter, and then we're gonna look at the hyena. There was probably like a word before hyena, like spotted hyena. Yeah, there we go. And filter. We can get one girl and plenty of blokes. So what do we want? Up to 2 males, up to 2 females. But girls will start fighting. Maybe just buying like a couple might be the way to go. Oh no, the girl's gone. I was too late and it was paused. I guess the timer runs independently of game time. This seems like the best bloke. Let's grab a couple of blokes, and then when there's a girl on the market, we're gonna buy her as well. Genealogically, I think this Obiachulu is second best. And I think that's gonna be a good number of animals starting out. Now I just need to make them some pens. So let's take a look. What do the hyenas need? They need a fair amount of space, but no actual like water or anything like that. Nothing's utterly specific. How strong walls do they want? That's also an important question. That's the wrong menu. This is what I want. Grade 2. So I can just have wooden fences. Like, that's cute. So let's do some wooden fences. 2 meters tall. You can do longer strips than that. Yeah. Just come this way. And then we're gonna have some gates. Forge them up behind us. Okay, and this is gonna be where the Nile monitor pen starts, over there. This can come here, and then we'll take the angle snap off, because I don't actually like angle snap, don't tell anyone. I find it incredibly annoying. Okay, so I wanted to move this a little bit closer to the edge, so we can continue coming over here. And make it like a sweet little border here. And of course, people want to see the animals. And while they don't require like tall fences or anything like that, I am gonna make it a window affair instead of being just like a meter tall, so people can just look hyenas straight in the eye. Okay, so I want to build more buff from here. We're gonna come here and we're gonna just lead some things over like this. So in fairness, I can actually move this keeper hut that was somewhere around here. That's research center, trade center, research center, keeper hut. Yeah, let's grab this and we're gonna bring it over here to reduce commute by a fuck ton, because this is gonna be where they can walk into the hyena bit, And this... let's build some chain link here. Can I just have some chain link on the river? Yeah, like under the bridge, like this. Yeah. That's great. Okay, now I want to move this bit. Like as close as we can to... Ah, okay. So it's gonna have to be like that. In which case, I'm just gonna have that bit of fence down there. I'm gonna see if I can move this fence a little bit deeper. Just want to move it. Move it. Does it give me the option to move it, move it? Okay, now it gives me the option to move it, move it. So let's move it down to the very middle. And then we can come from this corner along the edge of the bridge like this. And then here, move this back, way back. Yeah? What happened? What were you unhappy with? You're supposed to come there, way over there. And then you can connect up to this corner here. No? Why not? What are you unhappy with? Is this too high? Yeah, it is. Okay, then you connect up to there. And the little chain link fencing here, I think, is gonna do great. Okay, let's move this back a bit as well. So yeah, that looks pretty nice. Now I just need to bring in this side as well. Okay, this is gonna come here. This is going to... Wait. Cancel that. You are going to come all the way like this. And then this wall is gonna move here. Bam, and connect up to that. And that's gonna be the Nile monitor fence. But this is gonna be chain link as well, because we want the water to be able to pour through. And I think we can unpause. Let's put a habitat gate here as well. So the monitors can be fed, which is important. Who doesn't have power? You don't have power. Yeah, because I brought you a fair bit further away. And that's not perfect. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go for this route in that regard. And we can move it closer when we have, I don't know, turbines or something. Okay, staff are currently queuing to use a facility over there, which is fine. Absolutely okay. Alright, and now another important pen. Actually, let's look at what Nile monitors want, actually. Because I know they want water and crate you. So yeah, that's fine. They've got the water, they got the land. I think they should be very happy with that. But I just realized that the hyenas have no water. So I will have to use... I have to give them water then. But that's fine. That'll work. In fairness, we are quite close to this. Could you can I see the water purification range? So if I have like a small body of water start in this corner, I will not have to have keepers give them water, which is good for that. Power. Power works like this. The sewer entrance gives you that some power. Otherwise, you can have transformers, which also give out some power. They don't have to connect to anything other than road. So there's no need for wiring or anything like that, but things that give power, like transformers, wind turbines and solar panels, they wear down with time. So you have to maintain them, otherwise their area will start reducing itself. That's something to keep in mind. Okay, so I think once I get to working on the hyena pit, I will give them a little lake of their own, a pond at least. Because then non-monitors, they have access to river. The hippos will have access to a large part of the river, a whole fucking corner of it. I think that I hope that's gonna be enough. If not, I'm gonna have to expand the area a little bit for the river. But I'm hoping that will be enough. And I also want to take a look at the hippos themselves. Hippopotamus. They want some water, and they need grade 4 fencing, or they will probably tear through it. So this chain link fence here may need some repairs quite often if the hippos will be bastards about it. But I'm hoping they won't be. I'm trusting my hippos to be cool. Okay, let's move this back a little bit. And then let's move this back a little bit, because we do want water to be able to pull through it. Now, I'm not entirely certain where I want the keeper entrance to be. I'm gonna guess I need it to be really close to over there right now, like have it on this main road. Because I don't think I can make like a very sneaky route for... Oh, actually! No, I can make a sneaky route. That's fine. Actually, boom, let's move this to the shore, so I can make this a chain link fence again. And then we can come from here over to this road proper. And then we'll have space for another animal over here, which I think is gonna be good. Okay, and bounce back to the shore a little bit. And I need you to connect up to that, which means I need to lower you. And that connects up. Which means I should probably lower this one as well, so it can lower up there. Like that. And bam, that's certainly an animal pen. And this also gets to become chain link until we study how to make stronger barriers than this. Oh, capybaras. This is also something that the game is currently missing. Capybaras, they are so cute. And they deserve to be in every game, because they are also everyone's friends, so we can put them anywhere, with any animal. We can put them in with crocodiles, because they just be chill. Even the crocodiles would be chill about it. It worked great. Okay, so I want to apparently expand this part of the path. Oops. That's fine. Over to here, to this fence, so we can have... I think this one deserves a metal gate, because it's sort of different. I'm gonna have to cut off a piece of fence, I think, so I can... well, piece of road, so I can place the gate. Yeah, like this. That's nice. And then I will have to decide on whom to give this pen to. I could make 2 small pens there. Oh yeah, alpacas also very cute. Okay, so now we are waiting for quarantine to pass. So let's start working on some smaller guest facilities, like donation boxes, because we want the money. We want the money. Give us the money. Oh, this could also do with a window. But I think just this piece. Because you can just look over this look over the fence from over there. So that'll be fine. Alright, so the donation box here. A donation box. Donation boxes on both sides of that. I just want your money. Give me your money. If you don't think it's funny to give me your money, don't give me your money then. But I do want your money. Even if it's not funny to give me your money. Okay, so just a quick action. So overview. I'm gonna change these specific work zones in just a bit because I don't think they are actually that valuable. Like that's just that's a bit silly right now. And no stuff room. That means I need to build an extra stuff room as well, I think. Facilities. Well, having a stuff room right next to the keeper room would actually make a good amount of sense. So we're gonna bring in a stuff room. This is the stuff room, yeah? Okay. Have that stuff room over there. We also need to build another keeper hut for the same reason. So that's gonna be a rather long run, and we are also gonna have just a tiny little stuff room here for the mechanics to use, as well as the keeper from over there. But yeah, I'm just currently trying to get a very cheap achievement done. No, not you. So this is gonna be Zone C. I'm gonna keep the name for late. Wait, no. Because I'm doing this first, this should be Zone A. Then we go... Wait, no. We go here, we make Zone B. Zone B is gonna have this, and this. And then we're gonna have Zone C, which is going to have this. That's a workshop. This, that's a keeper hut. That's a resting room, and that's that. Okay, and no one else currently needs work zones. I'm just gonna have that for the keepers for now. Zone C. That one's a keeper. That's an achievement got. Of course, I have not actually set it so you can capture that it captures overlay, so you don't actually get to see that particular part of the action. Oh, animals. Everyone's past quarantine. Great news. That's something I should have noticed earlier. Okay. Hippo, 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 hippo. Every hippo gets to go over into this big environment over there. Select all, unselect all, and every Nile monitor gets to go in the Nile monitor pen over here, and every doggo gets to go in this doggo pen over here. Ah, that does sound like a wonderful exhibit for mice. Okay, so animals are being delivered to their pens, which will mean that we will soon get to actually take a look at what they need. They will need food, of course. They will also need plants and changes to their environment to actually make them feel at home. So we have now a hippo at our zoo, which means we can put a vet to research the hippopotamus. And a Nile monitor is also about to appear in the zoo, which means we can start researching the Nile monitor, which is a cute little animal, and is very cute. An incredibly cute friend. Okay, social-wise, you need more space. What space do you need? You need more water space. You need a lot more water space. Well, I could give you this entire bit of river, to be fair. Or alternatively, how are you feeling with the land? You thought there was plenty enough land. So I could just expand the river over here. Make it a little bit wider. Let me just unwater for a moment. And then bring the flattened foundation bit. And expand this little bit of the river to allow our friends to feel a little bit more comfortable here. This is gonna be rough water. It's obstructed now, is it? Why? What's obstructing it? Is it the fences? Is it unhappy with having fences in the middle? Because I can delete fences if necessary. So I want that river. Knowing that this is what I have to do if I ever need to... What's the problem, mate? What's obstructing you? What is the problem? Can I undo until I get water back? Looks like it. There we go. Whew. That was a scare. And a half. Okay, so I'm gonna need to make a separate water pool. But it will have to connect up to the same water cleaning station for now, I think, because I don't want to build another one, because I don't know if we can afford that many. Okay, so water. We can't connect another one to the water purifier. Very well. In that case, what I can do is I can move this water purifier over here. Unfortunately, it's currently... it believes it needs to be attached to the grid, which I don't want to do. Can I just have it like over here, like this? Maybe floating a little bit? No? Okay, let's try it again. No group aid, please. Oh, I'm dumb. I didn't realize what the direction the door was at. Okay, so I also wanted to... wait. I can have it be here, so we can also get the hyena as a pool of water. That should be cool. That should be fine. That should be plenty fine. Okay, stop editing group. Let's work on that little extra pool over here. Oh, that's quite deep. Okay, and let's just work with this foundation now. So there's a little strip of land in the middle, while the rest is sort of like this. And this should be calm water, right? Oh no! This side needs to be deeper. Yeah, let's just make it like that. That's fine. That's obstructed, valid. Okay, hippos, how are you feeling about this space? Yeah, that's enough water for you for now. Though I do want to add a male into the mist into the mix in just a bit later, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna expand this part of the pen. And it's gonna give the hippos a little bit of extra space to hide away from things, as well as give them some extra water. Hippos love water. Which is a really dumb and obvious statement to make, but you know. Okay, so they want less long grass, because there's currently everything starts off as long grass, which I don't really like that much. So I'm gonna pull a little bit up, and we're gonna do that at 40% power, and we are gonna have this little hill of short grass over here. So I'm gonna terraform at the same time as I'm painting the landscape, which is gonna be fine, I think. Wait, no, I'm not terraforming, I'm just modifying the landscape. I'm just painting, yeah. I want to terraform a little bit as well. Make the land a little bit bumpier. Yeah, I'm gonna need to smooth this. Because where the water has its edge, it's gonna be a little bit rougher to work with. Okay, so they are happy with their environment. They just need some hard shelter, which I think I'm gonna supply into this little corner over here. We are going to look at what we can do for the hippopotamus. So I'm gonna give them a large food trough over here, near the entrance to the keeper zone, so the keeper doesn't have to work too much. And I'm gonna give them a little house. A little house in the corner of the pen over here. So they can come back here to sleep, out of sight, out of mind. So they can just be safely away from all sorts of animals. So I'm gonna work on the coverage a little bit later, but first off, unbox all animals, so I can take a look at what the monitors want. The monitors want food, of course. Well, everyone wants food. That's to be expected. I may also have to apply heaters to their pen as soon as we get around to it. Now, non-monitors don't want a lot of cover, so that's fine. Don't have to worry about that too much. Okay, so they want some rocky surface. They want less long grass, as everyone does. And that's about it, really. So we're gonna give them a food tray. And we're gonna paint some dirt. I also want to... no, I want to lift the ground up a little bit here. And here. Does this stop at the fence? Yeah, it does. Which isn't the greatest, to be fair, but it's fine. Okay, so there needs to be some soil and there needs to be some rock. Well, as AC/DC said, let there be rock. So we're gonna just paint some of the edges of this particular hill that are a little bit rougher to be rock. Same goes for this one. And this edge of the pen over here is also gonna be rock. So that makes them happy about the amount of rock they have. We could actually put in a speaker with rock music as well. Because as you mentioned, the Nile monitors want more rock. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give them facilities, viewing devices and speakers. Music speaker, it's gonna be right here. And it's going to play India, no, North America, No. Asian, no, no, no. Classical, no. You mean other animals, plants too. Arctic. There's none that is literally rock music, so I guess I'm... So I'm not gonna be able to give them that. Are the hyenas in their pens yet? No. They are waiting to be released. Which reminds me, are there other hyenas? Can I get a girl? I can get a girl. So we're gonna get the girl. And we're gonna take the girl over into quarantine. So she can be the next one over to the pen. Oh, and we already have visitors! Please use all of these donation boxes, each and every one of them. Thank you. Also, since we do already have visitors, we should also look into garbage. Because they are humans, and humans, as we are also humans, we already know, are garbage. So they need to be pinned. Or well, they need pins to use. Okay, and I don't know if I need both rubbish and recycling pins. But I'm gonna have both, just in case. I'm gonna have them together, like friends. And countrymen. And lovers. These pins really wanna get it on. That's true. That's the truth. And yeah, I think that's good for that. And I'm gonna put an ATM right next to the bathroom. So once they've taken their... well, let's hope they can wipe their ass with money. Let's be fair. Okay, and we have the hyenas ready. The hyenas want completely different terrain and some hard shelter. Yeah, we can work with that. Let's start off with making them some water. Because that's something I wanted to do for them, right? Give them something to drink from. So, yeah. Let's give them a little lake. Some calm water in it. Bam. And what else do you want? Supposedly they're happy with their amount of whatchamacallit, plant coverage. But I'm not gonna believe that. I want to modify that still. It makes sense to have some extra here and there. Okay, and let's reduce the amount of long grass. No one is actually a fan of long grass, which also bothers me in the regard of not having the option to just go ahead and... No, I don't want to kiss the food tray. I appreciate the offer. And I want them to get a little house. Just a little house. A little housey house. In the corner here. It's gonna be cute. And they'll be able to sleep in it. And when they sleep, they will dream of cute little animals. It'll be great. Many guests think that tickets are underpriced. That's fair. We have quite a few animals in here. We have quite a few high value animals here. Because people love hippopotamuses who are already taking the shit. Just complete and utter shit out of this place. That's fine. Okay, what are you unhappy with in this environment? That is not enough high shelter, hard shelter for you. So I'm gonna modify it a little bit. I'm gonna bring the edge further out. Okay, so these species are not part of the grid. That's good to know. So they are gonna be a little bit more work to move. That'll be fine. We are now in the grid. So now I just need to deselect. Wait. How do I deselect? So I can select, but I don't know if deselecting is an option. Oh, there were also these beams in there. Well, I now know to move these beams in as well. So let's select these two and wait. Okay, so here's the plan. This is how we get it to work in the grid. Ta-da! And now the animals have a bit larger a shelter. And they might be happy with that. Yeah. Yeah. Nope. Well, yeah, it's just recalculated. Okay, hippos, what do you want from your environment? How do you like... Oh! Also extra cash. Oh, we need exhibit species for that. That's fine. But we do already have 300 visitors, which is good, that's a promising number. We will be making money in no time. Okay, so nature. What do you want? You want aquatic and grassland from Africa. So we'll take aquatic, we'll take grassland, and we'll take Africa. Oh, and one of our doggos has passed quarantine. So she will go and meet her new mates. And get it on. As animals do. We want them to do it like they do it on Discovery Channel, I believe is how the song goes. So let's take a look at your things. Also, if anyone wants to name any of the animals, go ahead, tell me who you want to name. Or just tell me a name and I'll name someone, if there is no one specific you have in mind. Do we want the big baobab up here? Yes, we do. Do we want the small baobab right next to it? Yes, we do. Baobab. And we want some elephant grass here as well. Is there reeds and stuff like that we can also have? There's papyrus. We can fill the shores with. I feel like having the shoreline just be clean is not at all what I want. And there's some common reeds we can also harness, which is great. And just a small strip of common reeds here. Yeah. And coastal mangroves. Align to surface actually is a nifty tool to use in these situations now. Let's have a coastal mangrove here at the entrance as well, just so it looks really nifty. A little bit of elephant grass in that corner, some reeds. And some nettles. I do not know at which point these animals will be like, nope, that's enough. But it's looking like 25% is their max. That's fine. We can work on that. We can work with that even. Let's place some African daisies around. Make a pen a home. Because I'm sure these animals, they don't want to feel out of place here in temperate Europe. They want to feel as if they were still in Africa. Apparently it's a little higher than what I initially expected. We're already at 27% and they're still happy with that. And we could also add some plants over here, though that's not in anyone's real vision or such. Oh, I want to have that tree over there. If I have that tree behind the fence, how's that? It still do much coverage? Yeah, it is. Okay, so if I move it just a little bit away, like that. How are you feeling now? Yeah, that's good. I like it. Okay, Nile Monitors, you are up next. What do you like? You like tropical and grassland. Also Africa. So we're gonna take off the aquatic filter and we're gonna add the tropical filter, which will allow us to use banana palms, which are cute. And tall. And plant-like. It will also allow us to place a fucking giant... whatchamacallit? I don't remember. Maybe not. I remember there being some giant trees that we could use from this, but they are past my recall right now, so maybe not. Okay, let's add some elephant grass over here as well. Make the riverside look pretty. Have some reeds. And we can, I think, also afford to have one coconut palm. Nope, we cannot afford the palm tree. Oh, but once again, what we can do with it is have it just outside the pen. So how are you feeling now? Yeah, they're happy. And that's what we want. We want happy animals in our zoo. Speaking of happy animals, happy animals, how are you doing? You want African grassland. So that's what you get. So we just take off the tropical filter. That's easier to do. And then we're gonna give you some candelabras. Over here. I don't actually know how these grow. Like, do they ever actually group up? Are they ever seen in groups? Or is that not something they really do? A river bush willow. That sounds cool. That also sounds like something that should be near a river. But these boys only get... Well, these boys and this girl only get this little bit here. Which is not a river, it's a lake. A pond, to be fair. So let's get them some reeds as well. Just some nice little plant life to make them feel like at home. Everyone loves daisies, especially if they're attached to a tree like that. That was entirely an accident. Luckily for me, Ctrl Z is a very quick tool that I can harness for these sorts of experiences. Okay, and let's put a little hook thorn over there. Some papyrus. Just really like having some plant life around. What can I say? And I think someone just got boxed. Or not. It sounded like someone got boxed. Maybe not then. Okay, we have some profit coming in. I thought I silenced my phone, but I think I just heard it vibrate. It's a new phone. It's gonna take me a little bit of time to get used to. Just bought it yesterday. Okay, I think we could afford bringing in one more species. I'm not gonna start building this area out before I have the architecture style I have in mind available to me. So that's what exhibit animals and all that are gonna have to wait for. Oh, and the vendor is on break. That's fine. Windows need brakes too. Okay, so let's take a look. What other animal do we want? Show me any species and show me the highest appeal first again. Well, hippos still remain the highest appeal animals. We could do a couple of bears. Let's see who's genetically the best bear. This bear is very good for making other bears, as is this, so that's the choice made. We're bringing in a couple of bears to Hyak for our pleasure. Well, not our pleasure, but for our ability to breed animals and release them to the wild. Which is an important ability. Okay, I think I might have to come around, like, from onto this corner as well at some point. It's not exactly a hurry. Okay. And I will have to increase their education at some point. How's this coming along? Almost halfway there. Well, almost living on a prayer. Because I want to be able to use this. It's a custom blueprint I made, and I want to be using that for educating the masses. So yeah, let's. What do the bears want? Oh, we have a new task. Release one hippopotamus to the wild. Well, that's gonna need me to breed another hippopotamus. Hey, so are you ever gonna move, or is this just where you're gonna be? Are you still in? Is that your poo, or is that your food? Okay, that's your food. That's your poo. Cool. Are you unable to move? What are you doing? No, that's also poo. They are shitting a lot. And that's what you are to expect from an animal. Okay, Nile Monitor has leveled up a little bit. That's gonna mean that we have unlocked one item to use between some species. So let's give some... Wait. Let's put a water thing down for them. Oh, and one of the bears is already able to leave. We're gonna wait until both are... Well, actually we're gonna wait until we actually have a pen for the animals before we move them to the pen, because that's sort of an important part. I'm not gonna put them in with any other animal. Oh, they are from Taiwan. That's cool. And they need grade 4 climb-proof walls. So I'm gonna think that coming along with this same brick wall here is gonna be just fine. Let's make it a curved wall. We're gonna bring it all the way over to this corner over here. Yeah, I can do it like that. I didn't actually need those other two corners to be curved, but it's fine. So this is what we have for the bears. I think this will be fine. Okay. So also, let's update the work zones to actually make sense. Okay, habitat. No, I need barriers. Make a door into that pen. How far reaching is our power right now? So don't want to spend money on power if I can avoid it. So that's the workshop, that's the tree, and this here is the keeper hut. Let's bring the keeper hut closer to the animals. And let's rework the work zones. How I like to do things usually is have like, all of these zones are okay-ish, but Zone C currently is not what it needs to be. That's fine. That we can also work with. And yeah, so this is gonna be how it is. We're gonna have Zone A be that. Zone B is no longer going to include these or this, because Zone B is gonna be this area. And Zone C is gonna be empty for the moment. And time to make my favorite zone, which is veterinary expertise. This is where I want all the animal zones. And this little research corner over here. The mechanics and vendors are currently not in any zones, which is not ideal. So Zone B, I think was this side, is gonna grab all of that into it as well. And I'm gonna assign one extra mechanic. But actually no, I'm gonna move one of the workshops over to this side of the map. And the caretaker just got confused with that, but that's fine. And then I'm gonna look at the management again. Work zones. Veterinary expertise currently has no one in it. And that's fine. We're gonna put all the vets in it. So all the vets are just taking care of that. You're gonna be Zone A and you are gonna be Zone B. You are gonna be Zone A and you are gonna be Zone B. Wait, that's Zone Z. No one is currently going to be Zone C. You're gonna be Zone B. You're gonna be Zone B. Zone A. Cleaner. All that. Zone B. 2 keepers and 1 whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna hire 1 extra keeper for, I think it was Zone B that had 1 less. No, Zone A had 1 less, I think. So we're gonna send you over there. Quarantine passed, ready to leave. Okay, so you 2 are gonna move into your habitat. Over to Taiwan. Oh, and we can name the habitats. I'm gonna name them... Oh, hey, bye. Bye, Brioche. You're welcome. Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus. Yeah, that should be right. This is gonna be the 9 monitor. Spotted hyena. Also, once again, if you want to name an animal, let me know. This is the Foremost and Black Bear, both of which are presently rather unhappy because this is nothing like what they want from life. Do you not have... Oh, you need climbing space. Right, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna work on that. And you need 4 more animals. And you don't like this African cross strand clipping into your pen. I can fix that. I'm just gonna move it over here. So that's gonna be fine. Of course, it also makes perfect sense to have some windows to look into the bear pen from. Otherwise the bears will just be there, having absolutely no value at all, which is not what we want. We want our animals to be valuable. Extremely valuable. I also wanted to have another lake for these guys because I love lakes. And that means not having to have the keepers keep them watered. Which is not a guarantee. Okay, let's turn that into soil. Okay, and let's fill it with some nice calm water for the best to enjoy. Okay, so you have enough land, you don't have enough climbing space, and you don't have enough shelter. Is the temperature okay for you? I don't know. You were Formosan bears. So let's buy you this little house. No, not favorite. Buy this little house for you. We're gonna fill it up with extra large bedding and some large bedding. And that should unbox all animals. What did you go for in the box for? Is it because I was creating some landscape? Probably. Okay, and I'm gonna make a little hill over here, which is gonna have short grass on it. Wait, wrong tool. Hill. Hills go up, not down. And that's probably gonna box salmon again. Or not. The hippos got boxed for that. Would you be so kind as to unbox all animals? And what do people have a problem with? They're having trouble seeing the hippopotamus because the hippopotamuses are all just cornering up over here. Ooh, Nick's here. Hi, Nick. Heyo, indeed. Okay, and the bears need more of my attention. So more plant coverage, more soil, and less long grass. So, and they are fine with having no snow, but they do appreciate having snow, just not too much snow. So that's something to keep in mind. But let's paint some light soil around the lake. So that should clear up that issue. And then we need to get them some Asian plant life. For them to feel nice and happy. And the animals seem to be happy. Because that means our guests will be happier and we might get more money. So tropical and temperate. Is that right? Yeah. So we can have a little beach. Let's have a little beach over there. That's gonna help. I think that's gonna provide some climbing space as well, which I think Himalayan pines will also be really good for. So I'm gonna look into that for sure, if I can remember the alphabet, which doesn't seem to be the case. Is it the tundra taiga plant? And yeah, it might not grow in temperate or the other one. So, but I'm hoping that these trees will provide some climbing space for them. I could place a kapok. Kapok should be plenty of climbing space. So let them have a kapok. Let them have 2 kapoks. And then let's work on having some lower plant life as well. Some tamarinds. I'm not gonna use any wisteria here, I don't think. Because though... Oh! I can use trunked wisteria. Nope. No, that's still a climbing plant. Which takes effort. How would you like some cherry blossoms, little trees? Little bears even. You're not trees, you're a bear, not a tree. Though it's an easy mistake to make. I have to just buy the lake over there, that looks nice. Let's bring in some ferns. Just spam plants all over the place. They already have their minimum, but I want to add more because it looks nice. We can even have some coconut palms into this whole mess. No, that's gonna actually start looking like a mess in that case. Have a little hedge. Get back here with this. That looks pretty. And I want some lower plant life again. Some banana palms. Maybe blackthorn bushes. Yeah, that looks nice. That's a very tall bush, so I'm not gonna use that one. Bracken. I love bracken. Bracken looks good. Bracken is very good for filling it up. Oh, who is... Low welfare, what for? Oh, you're stressed. Are you shy? Are you a shy animal? You are shy. Oh no, I didn't consider that. So I'm gonna need to make some plants that allow for hiding away. So property, I want... I don't know if plants have that property actually. But we need to have some places for the animals to be able to hide away safely, so they won't be too stressed out. So in fact this area will be not that great of a view of the animals. Because the sleeping place currently has absolutely no walls to it either. So if I put some of the bushes over there, another tree, more bracken. Bracken! Release the bracken! And that's gonna make this zoo a beautiful place to be. And maybe give the animals a little bit less stress. Maybe. The hippopotamuses have been charged, ready for a toy. Is that all you're gonna do, really? Are you just gonna hang over there and be completely invisible to the public? Because, I mean, that's fine. Animal trading is actually still important to me. I need to find a gentleman hippopotamus. Not particularly fertile at that, but I'm gonna put the filter on. Just look at only the hippopotami. So where is my hippopotamus? So there's only this male available right now. It's not the best male, but it is a male. It will give me the chance to make them yuck, which is what we need. We need to be able to release them to the wild eventually. And having them be horny fucks is gonna help with that. Hey little bear, how you doing? Are you calming down? Nope, you are fucking stressed as fuck. Okay, as soon as I have my architecture set available, I'm gonna build them a little lake house to hide in. Protesters have arrived in my zoo because this bear is fucking stressed, mate. There's no solid walls to hide behind. So I'm gonna reduce the amount of windows available to the public. This is gonna be a window, this is not. And this is not. So there will be more hiding places. More solid places for them to hide in. Yeah, I'm trying! The Formosan black bear, of course, is currently just swimming about. It seems to believe it's doing swimmingly, but it's not. It's fucking stressed. I'm gonna need to give this place some walls. So that's what I'm gonna work on right now. I'm gonna use the climbable ramp option. And I'm gonna turn it into a wall. Excellent. then I'm gonna go over this way and make another one over there. So their house now has a wall. Wait. Let's make it a more sensible wall. Have it like that. Yeah. So they will have at least one point that is actual solid cover that they can hide away in. Because I want my bears to feel safe. But this little girl is just not having fun right now. That's not good. Oh, also, I did unlock more things. Let's take a look. Skittles. Skittles are good for the hippopotami. So we're gonna add a couple of that. Let's just check really quick. Do hippopotami also appreciate sprinklers? They do. So let's give them a couple of sprinklers as well. Monitors. Do I have anything new for you that you would enjoy? No hyenas? Hyenas also enjoy sprinklers, so let's give them that. That's outside the pen. So a couple of sprinklers for hyenas. I don't like what it does to the landscape on occasion. I do have flatten the rain off, but it still decides to go and, well, flatten the rain. Which is very much not ideal. Not what I want. Alright, so what's up next? I guess I unpause. And we're gonna bring in the male hippopotamus. And we are gonna hope that they make more hippopotami. Because we want small hippopotamuses all around the place. Got the drink. Drinking is important. Or so I've heard, at least. Okay, so they are just spending time trying to look over the fence to see the hippopotamus. Yeah, I'll give it to them. That's a bold attempt. Okay, mechanic research. How are you doing? Almost there. And here we are. Collect all. Excellent. I do think I do want to unlock more toys in that regard. But I'm not entirely sure. Okay. So this is how they're gonna learn about the animals. And that's what I decided I wanted my things to be in that regard. Also, this barrier is quite broken. Mechanics, could you visit it every half a year? Also, could you visit this every half a year? Just in case. I like things to be in good shape, so every half a year sounds like a good shape at the maker. And every 6 months. Which reminds me, I should look at the work zones. I have a mechanic in each zone. Do I have a mechanic hut in each zone? I do not know. What's this? Stuff room. Wait, no, that's a research center. You don't need that. Keep animal trade center. You don't need that. Research center. You don't need that. Keeper hut. You can keep that, I guess. It doesn't really help much. You don't need that, you don't need that, you don't need that, and you do need that workshop. So let's give you that. So the other mechanic can also get some work done. But research is complete. We unlocked second items for the Nile monitor, which is gonna be toys. And everyone loves toys. Toys are good for you. So yeah, let's get back to placing some of these blueprints. Let's have one here. Take a look, learn about the spotted hyena. And one here. Same statement as before, take a look at the spotted hyena. This, on the other hand, is out of range for power. Which means I do want a transformer here, I think. The transformers are expensive and fun. Well, unfun, that's the one. Expensive and fun. Also, I think I need to reduce the amount of loan I pay back per year because this is expensive. I'm gonna go for half that much. Thank you very much. And now every animal is gonna be very unhappy because suddenly it's snowing. Global warming my buttocks. So we need heaters. Because all of these animals are the sort of animals that want warm environments. So we're gonna give them all a solid, nice little 20 degrees of warmth to enjoy at all times. I don't know if these actually use up any. Like if there's any maintenance to them. But I feel like it's still safe to... Wait, did I not put one in this pen yet? No. I still feel like it's safer to just make sure we have them at like a good amount, but not too expensive an amount to actually pay for. So that's some for them. The hippopotami also require warmth. So let's give the hippopotami some warmth as well. I'm gonna leave them at the 30 degrees because they are hippopotami. And they need the warmies. And I don't know, I think I'm gonna give the bears some as well. Did I just put that in a tree? Yeah, I did. Please get out of the tree and be on the ground. The bears are gonna go with 20 degrees, I think. Oh, and yeah, I know I'm low on crash. I need to work on that a lot. It's very scary. And 20 degrees here. Okay, so who are currently... The hyena is still not in its ideal temperature range, which is not surprising because apparently I left a corner here that is still nice and cold. So let's move that to 20 degrees as well. Out of curiosity, does this actually have an upkeep cost? No, none. Okay, in that case, maybe I should worry less about it, but on the other hand, there are animals that do not enjoy being in 30 degrees. Just know that these are not those animals. Unbox all animals, please. And I need money. Money, money. How are you feeling? Okay, but the bear is cheering up. And there's hippos about to fuck. Come on, hippos, make a baby. I need babies. Bring me the babies. Babies, babies, babies. That's a poop. That's not a baby. Oh no. That's not how you make a baby. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to have additional accesses to this pen because maybe when I come around to this part I'm gonna have to have a window over to that place because currently people really can't see the hippopotamus, and if they can't see the hippopotamus they won't pay me for the hippopotamus, and I want their money. So I need them to pay me for the hippopotamus. Okay. Let's put another one of these down. I think it needs to be the other way around. Yeah, so the torches light the streets. Hippopotamus. And I want to have these on the bridge as well, I think. Though maybe not. I think the approach I want to go for on the bridge might need some additional work. You know, go read about the Nile Monitor. They're good chumps. They're good little buddies. Okay, and please make me money. 16 is visiting. I don't know who that is. Oh no, I do know who that is. That's handy. That's just a name that I did not immediately recognize. I should look into that. Let's remove this filter for now. Just no cache filter, no filter there. And we're gonna take a look at the non-hippopotamus, but the pygmy hippo filter. We could actually grab a couple. The girls are very expensive. They live in aquatic and tropical zones. I wonder if they would be happy living together with the full hippos. If that would fuck with it. And pygmy hippos can fuck underwater. That's cool. That's excellent news. I do really wonder if they'd be okay living together. Pygmy hippos and full hippos. I want to try it, but I also really want to try and go for the Indian elephant challenge, because there's one going on right now. No, we're not going to do any of that right now. How's people? They want to get more smarts and they want to sit down. I'm gonna make a sit down area here for them to enjoy. So, but in a bit. When I have money. Call mechanic, please. Every 6 months. And more vet research is complete. You know more about what hippos want. What they really, really want. And that's more enrichment, that's what they want. Okay, let's look at our friends, the hippos. Well, actually, nothing was revealed to me about them. Okay, let's look at our friends, the monitors. The monitors want the dog balls. Dog balls are a way to get fed. Which means we could remove their food tray now, if we wanted to. Because they already have other fun places to get food from. And there's lots of fun things for them to play with. I think the hyenas benefit from exactly the same items right now. So let's give them some of that as well. And some dog balls for food. But yeah, shit propellers. That's certainly to keep in mind. I think we're turning a profit, but I'm not entirely certain. I hope I'm turning a profit. Okay. And now we have unlocked something more for the monitor. Monitor, tell me, what did you get? You got a frozen blood pumpkin. Yeah, you deserve that. And a rubbing pad. You also deserve that. Let's put it on this tree so when you walk past the tree you can rub yourself. Yeah. Enjoy that with the friends. Okay, and that's a lot of S. Hyena, bear. For... Or Rosan bear even. No, none of the things we have benefit them. And there's nothing that new for hippos either. I think what we unlocked for them was the water sprinkler. And we already had that unlocked from something else. Oh, Gingy. Keep hiding in a tree, it might distress you. Maybe not. Okay, so here's a plan. What could help. I'm gonna just make a really short piece of wall here. That's not a really short piece of wall. I meant like a really short piece of wall. So I could then come with a longer piece of wall that could be a little bit curved. I didn't mean to have angle snap on, but that's fine. And that gives the animals an additional corner to hide in, which might cheer them up. I could build them another habitat here, like not a habitat, even another house, another basic shelter. Give them a safe place to sleep. So I'm gonna just place it here. And now they have another place to hide in case they are incredibly stressed, as they tend to be. Because that's how these things roll. They love to be stressed. Okay, so I think I want to have 2 roads grow out of this one. So let's go back to the alphabet, whatever it's called. And align to grid. Bam, 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 bam. So these are gonna be little offshoots from this square that we will be able to harness. Okay, and the road width it seems to be 7 meters, maybe? Yeah. Looks like 7 to me. At the end of this road will be our research facility. As soon as we have access to all our stuff chambers as well. Because there's a lot of research that needs to be done to be able to actually use the environment to our advantage in a way that makes a good amount of sense. So I want to have a 4-meter little path hole here. Little path hole. And that's what I called it. And I'm gonna make this just a small piece there. Yeah. And then I'm gonna align myself to this grid. And wait. Can I go up like a little bit? No? No, that's not how that works. So when I'm in grid I can't do stuff like that. The bears are gonna fuck! Let's go watch. Oh. I think we missed out on that. But they did yuck over here somewhere. Probably some really visible because considering how stressed they both are. Maybe not. We really need to research barriers for their benefit, because they are really stressed the fuck out. And I don't want them to be really stressed the fuck out, I want them to be happy. Ooh. And if I line to grid from this now, that's not gonna work. Okay, deselect grid, and let's put in a little, just a little bit, like stop climbing, just like that. And if this is the center of the grid, yeah, that works. And this should actually be like launch wood vertical. And if this was a staircase, that would be great as well. But it's not. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. Mechanics research is complete. Great news. We can now make wind turbines. But it's a bit early still. I mean, I could use it to get rid of this transformer. Get more money in. On the other hand, nah. It's fine. Okay. So here's a little bit of a problem I made for myself. You see, I sort of fucked that up. That's breeze block. Ah, ice block. Yes. I really want to do stuff with the ice block, but on the other hand, it doesn't really make that much sense as a material. Makes nearly about as much sense as the snow block. So instead we are gonna look into using, I think, the wood, the Arctic wood. I'm gonna need to destroy the pathing, I think, actually. Because I need to start the construction grid first, and then I can move on to the other ones. Do I want the curved corner for the building? Sure, why not? You can have like a planter there. This will be the foundation of the building. Ah, no, I want this to be a curved corner as well, I believe. But we will need glass windows. Oh, wait, I need the 2-meter version, yeah. In fact, let's replace this with the 2-meter version as well. That's gonna save me some money. No, it's not. It's exactly the same price. I'm not winning anything from this. Also, I need to move that corner of the fence, I believe, as soon as I get to it. Oh, no, no, no. No, my eye is apparently not quite that accurate. Okay, and then we're gonna make another curved wall here. Let the timer run. Let money come in while we work on this. And Arctic wood wall 2 meters. And another curve here. That will allow us to come around over there. Build another curve, 2 meters please. Inspectors arriving soon. That's not perfect, but I don't think we have anything to fear from the inspector. I hope. So this is... I see problems with this. Yeah, I want to duplicate that one. There we go. And can I maybe duplicate this one as well? Well, let's just duplicate that one. And then we can just place both of those. And then we can duplicate this, place it here. I don't know if I need to place it there. I mean, it feels safer to do so than to not do so. Okay, and then we want to align the grid. This is not the best. Oh, please. Oh, God. Those barriers are nearly gone. Broken barriers is very much an understatement. Could have had some loose animals here. But alas, that is not our fate. Hippopotamuses, what do you want now? You get a large barrel feeder to eat from and to enjoy yourselves. And rubbing pillars to rub yourself against. For everyone's enjoyment. Does any of that apply to the Formosan bear? Yes, they also enjoy the rubbing pillar. So we're gonna put one hidden away over here. And one hidden away over here because they are shy animals. And we don't need to try and attract them to the fence. Okay, yeah, but here's my problem with this current affair. Let's move this entire lot up a little bit then. Okay, select the whole fucking thing, please. That's not what I meant. Okay, so here goes. Paths. Align to grid. Grid from group 23. Bam. Bam? Maybe? Oops. I don't know, we certainly want to be able to use the X move so we don't drag it out too far. And so it remains technically in the same group of pathing. Hey, you had a connection here. Let's take that connection. Ah, okay, so we don't want this little piece of wall. That's gone. Don't need that. Which probably means we don't need that either. But what we do need is this. And we're gonna change that a little bit. We are going to take away its railings from here on out. And we're gonna do it with square edges, since we're gonna align it to this grid. Square edges. Bam, 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 bam. And there's gonna be some facilities and the like here for them to use. And all that. Exhibits, certainly. People love exhibits. Which actually reminds me, we want to keep the edges all available for use in regards of both exhibits and the like. So this is gonna be the exhibit house. Another corner is gonna be the food and such house. So there's gonna be a couple of buildings here for people to buy their things from. Do I want to get the other Arctic stuff as well? Probably. Not Arctic, the New World stuff. Because that gives you glass. And glass is pretty handy. Is that the best angle we can do? That's fine. Oh, and is this... This has railings. Let's get the railings away from that as well. So it'll look more uniform. Okay, so that's the basis for a building. That's gonna be good. Low welfare on that. Of course, they are not particularly happy now, are they? Please fix the walls before animals escape. I think we can afford some training on our workers, our staff. I love to have a well-trained staff, I'll be honest. So I'm gonna give everyone I can a promotion. Especially Helicorp. And let's promote the mechanics as well, though that's gonna take them. It's not gonna be an instant activity because this war really needs those repairs. Okay, vet research. Excellent. More news on the monitor. More food enrichment. Let's see if there's anything I can use. Okay, monitor. You got the water jet enrichment. But I don't see any food enrichment for you. Curious. Okay, but you can have your water jet. Do hyenas like water jets? Nope, just the dragons, just the reptiles like water jets. I could have put the water jet in the river. That's gonna be fine. Oh, I hope the mechanic repairs this wall before it all goes fucking... Yeah, I think we're gonna have some animal escapes here. Mechanic being requested. I only have the one mechanic assigned to this territory, this zone. I'm gonna think we're gonna have some loose Nile monitors. We don't have Komodo dragons at the moment. I do want some Komodo dragons. They'd be cute. Very cute. Shazi is a Aegean Nile monitor is about to have offspring. It's great news. There's gonna be like a ton of babies there. Cause that's how they roll. They just make a literal metric ton of babies. Where's that? There it is. Huh? Why is it being like this? Why will it not connect to there? Grid height is gonna be 1 meter, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm gonna have that, like, be a consistent wall in that regard. I say consistent wall while I literally make this as inconsistent as possible. Okay, this doesn't look perfect, but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Oh, that's an Arctic decorative half wall. That's not what snaps. And the hippo is about to have offspring. It's great news. Okay, fine, I'm just gonna delete the other one once we get back to that particular wall. Oh no! Change of plan. I seem to have had an idea. Which is not always a good thing. Let's be fair. So, we are gonna have these 1 meter curved walls on these corners. That's gonna stay as it is. That I thought was a good idea. Not sure if it's actually a good idea or not, but that's what I thought was a good idea. So we're gonna stay with that. But for the side windows, yeah, the large window is actually pretty good. Because the exhibits take up a whole lot of space. And that's outside the building, so let's duplicate that. Get rid of that particular one. Is there... yeah, Arctic door wall orange. Let's do one of these at the entrance of the building. Yeah, that's nice. Also, let's see. Oh, it's just a low welfare on the bears again. It's not perfect, it's not something I'm happy about, but I can understand why it keeps happening. There's another VIP guest. Hi, Tom. And many guests think the tickets are underpriced. That's great news. I'm gonna move it to 12 to 10. It'll get me more money. And money is good for me, honey. Yeah, I think I want to do this. It's gonna modify the way the exhibits look just a little bit, but not too much. Wait, no. I want Control D, because that's the one that allows me to make more of these walls. Gotta control the D. And here, here. And of course, at the entrance here. Okay. Maybe I should have these sides also with that, but I'm not sure. I'll have to decide on that in a bit. Oh, who is... I think this wall is wrong. So let's make it like that. Yeah. I need to stop unpausing. Okay, we have a lot of money right now, which means we have the ability to get quite a few exhibit spaces out there. So we can have our scorpions as... Oh, hi, Dahlia. I didn't notice showing up because my chat is sort of... Yeah, okay. So let's bring the chat menu on lower monitor so you can actually see it. Yeah, hi Talia. I didn't notice you joined earlier. I don't know how long you've been in chat, so yeah. Also, thanks for setting up the shoutout commands and all that. Inspector has left. What's wrong with the spotted hyena? Well, I know what's wrong with the bear. The bear's not happy. The bear is rather unhappy. Also, there's a little bit of too much snow in, I think, the hippo pen still, so we should probably put another heater down. And another heater down over here. On the very edge over there is fine. Just gotta make sure that the animals feel at home, right? And where was I? I was planning on having some facilities. Namely, animal exhibits. So let's edit this again. No, that's the wrong one. This one. This is how we get to edit the group. Which means this is where we can place the exhibits. That's gonna make a couple of roads too many. Well, it's gonna make one road too many, to be fair. And we can get rid of that easily enough. Okay, and let's get back to it. So, facilities. Bam, bam, bam. This is gonna be expensive. Oh, I'm already out of money. So yeah, that was expensive. So as soon as I'm gonna get some more money in, we're gonna work more on that particular building. It's gonna be a little bit of a break for that right now. Hey, what's up with you? Is it too cold for you, little Nile friend? Yeah, you're in that corner. That's a cold corner, mate. That's a very cold corner. You don't want to be in there. That's where guests are. Guests can be in the snow, but not you. You're a little baby lizard. Also, someone is in a box. Get out of the box. It's a baby! Look at that baby snake. Legged snake. Talia, do you want to name any animals? I have a fair amount of animals. I've got Formosan black bears. I've got hippopotami. I've got Nile monitors. I've got hyenas, which are my friends. But yeah, I need that money. Money. Need all that money. Before we can continue expanding. So yeah, this is gonna be my exhibit house. As you can see from the amount of exhibit blocks present here. Okay, so one thing I don't like about the way this works is that apparently the exhibit blocks are a bit larger than I expected and are clipping into the outer wall. And I can't make a round corner around that would sort of make sure that it did not do that sort of clipping. So what I will have to do, I think, is design some sort of a barrier that I can duplicate over the other part of it. Is the interior part looking? Yeah, the interior part looks okay, but that's because these are like one inwards from that. Oh, so right. That means that this is actually that was the problem part. I was thinking about that earlier. And that's now solved. But it's not solved is money. Once I have like 20,000 again, I'm gonna place down the rest of the exhibits. Until then, we're gonna keep it as emergency funds for now. Yeah. Habitat has damaged barriers. Let me guess. Yeah, that's quite damaged. Please call a mechanic. The mechanic is set to repair these every 6 months, which obviously means that they've not been repaired in 2 years. As a standard. Oh, and more vet research is complete. Soon we'll be able to work on bears. That'd be great. But yeah, I like how this building is looking up to become. I just need to fix how the outer wall works here. Like what I could technically do is just move this out one. And wait, I want to access the little wall. Right, I'm gonna have to make this fly in there somewhere. So I can move this as well. Wait. And then I could have some sort of barrier at the end of this. I'm thinking that might need some extra work. I am gonna sell all of these exhibits for now, and I'm gonna figure out exactly how to do that. Wait, I'm gonna keep one so I can use it while designing. Oh, so go away. That's a silly place for. That's a very silly place for a wall. So this gone, this gone, this gone, this gone. I'm gonna have to rework all of this if I am to get this to work exactly as I need. I'm gonna have to make some pillar designs. And I'm gonna have to have some I mean, just having some pillar designs is gonna be enough, because if it's one out from the structure, it looks fine. I just need pillars for the extra corners. And I think I can just duplicate them with this block. So that should be fine. Yeah. That should work. Oh, mechanic research is complete. Is it solar panels? No, it's additional parts of the Arctic team. That's fine. I think the rest of the Arctic team is just blueprints. Like, you can just have a big Christmas tree in the middle of the square, which honestly is not what I really want right now. It's past Christmas, so we could now bring in the Ghosts of Christmas Past. Though to be fair, the Christmas this year is in the future, so maybe we need Ghosts of the Christmas Future. Or maybe that's just a silly point that I'm not actually making. Hey! Floppity buddy, how are you doing? There's not enough hard shelter again? And there's not enough water for all of you. Because you've been having babies, for one. Well, I don't know if you have had babies, but I did buy you a male to join your group. And that might be the reason why you're running low on water and the like. So I could technically hide a little bit of extra water behind here with some soil. So cool. That's a deeper bond than I was actually planning for, but that's fine. And you are gonna move over here now, so I can put a little bit of clean water over here. Clean corn water. Okay, hippopotamus, how are you feeling? Plant coverage is good, still a bit harsh on the heart shelter bit. And I'm hoping that the children do not need increase the a baby. That the children do not increase the necessity for space in that regard. Though if it does, we can just move the wall back a bit as well. And just give them more space. Because they're hippos, they may need that space. All of that space. Not treble. Okay, let's get back to this. We can just bring these in like this. You have the money to place some of these. Okay, don't have the money to place more of these for now. But that'll still give me an opportunity to work on this pillar. To figure out exactly what I want here. I think this scrutin global might be the best option we have. Though in fairness, this needs to be a little bit higher up. So what we need to do is have this pillar on top of this pillar. But in a way that does not look like a fucking mess. Which is gonna be difficult. Worth a try, I think. So let's move these two. We're gonna rotate them a little bit. Gonna have them just off the center like this, I think. And that's a bit too high. Okay, I'm gonna have to... I'm just gonna X them. I'm just gonna bring them a little bit higher, lower. So having that... I need that flat with the ceiling, I think? Yeah. So... confirm that. And that's a cute little corner. It's a lot better than what we were previously experiencing in the meta, which was trouble. So, what I need to do now is get this piece and delete it. And I haven't brought in pieces here yet, so that's fine for that. So let's grab this, this, and this, and duplicate it. And oh, that's the wrong one. I wanted to get back at the correct level. Yeah. R should rotate. R is very much not rotating right now. Okay, let's try that again. R. Nope, I can't spin it. I can't spin this. That's odd. Okay, in that case, give me that back. And I'm gonna have to manually work these out. Okay. Is it Control? It's Control X. Huh. That's not gonna help me at all. Wait, no, that was a good height. Keep that. Okay, I'm gonna need to move this about this location. Looks good. And then I'm gonna have to move it down match the height. Excellent. Hi, welcome back, Nettie. I don't think you've missed much. I'm just working on this exhibit building. There are babies. There's a baby hippo. A baby shit cannon. And then we have a lot of babies in here. Baby lizards. They're cute. These are adults. I don't know where the babies are. The bears are still having trouble because they are shy and I did not account for that when I built this pen. So they're gonna be trouble until I research barriers level 5, which is not that soon. And have they made a baby yet? No, there's no babies here. But maybe soon they will also have babies. There's 2 babies here. That's a lot of baby. That's some big baby. Okay, I'm gonna get back on this structure here while we wait for money to reform. The money for reformation. Yeah, that's what we were hoping for, apparently. Okay, and this needs to be a little bit over to this side. That corner looks good. And bring it down. Beautiful. And in this corner here I want to have some plants and the like. Just a little like a greenhouse thingy. It is a baby shit cannon. You've seen what they do. Look, this guy here. He just has his work cut out for him. Huh. He just has to go about collecting up all the shit. Just mountains of shit. And that's probably a new video game franchise. Okay. I can place some more of these. So I'm gonna do this one. And I'm gonna do this one. I will also need to destroy these roads because that's not how this works. You should know that, game. Okay, and get back to this. Grab these 3 pieces, Ctrl D. This is gonna be over here, which requires me to destroy road again. And the last piece required is just gonna be bam, like that. So we're steadily making progress on the building. Honestly, I think I can copy these things without the exhibit, so I can just work on this without quite as much trouble. Then I can come place the pillars. Then maybe I can consider starting building a roof on this bloody thing. Things love roofs. And people are already wandering in, despite the fact that there's nothing there. And it has no power. And we don't have solar panels yet, but we should soon. Let's see. Thank you, veterinary research. That's not what I came here to check on. I came here to check on power. And power's gonna be there soon. But please be kind. You haven't been here in 3 years. Go take a look at their hippopotamuses. Make sure they're having a nice time. With what's the night monitor problem? No one's been visited by a vet in a long time. So let's just ask the vets to put aside the research for a moment. Just go say hello. Also, I just noticed I'm really cold. I forgot to start the fire before I started streaming, so I haven't heated the house today. That's fine. I think I'm gonna stream for maybe another hour. And then I'm gonna go and do that. Maybe get some food in me. And yeah, that should be good. Okay, so yeah, bits have been ordered. Bits are gonna attend the things as is appropriate. Okay. And this pillar. Why can't I rotate this pillar? You can usually rotate these things. Ctrl D. Please spin this right round. Maybe right round. Okay, if I move it, do I get the rotation menu? No! Apparently this is now immune to being rotated. I don't like that. That's dumb. Get better soon, little bear. Gingy. These bear ferns need, like, cool names. They all need cool names. They're currently just anonymous. Which is fine, I guess. You don't want anonymous animals, do you? Can I rotate it now? No. What's up with that? I do not understand this situation. Let's move that closer to there. That's pretty good. And if I... yeah. We can rotate like this. That's gonna mean more of this sort of work. Which is fine. Nothing wrong with working details into things. I wish I was working these like at 45-degree angles, so I could be like, yeah, that's exactly where I want it. But I don't actually know if that is exactly where I want it. Wait, no, this needs to cover that as well. Like this one managed to do both of those very well. Okay, so X, and I'm gonna move you a little bit here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Well done, little buddy. Then we're gonna bring one over here. Still can't rotate it. That's fine. I think this angle is correct for this, so I don't need to rotate it. And save. We don't currently have the angled pieces for these two, do I? No. Plus having identical angles is not... doesn't actually work for all of it. Okay, oh, the Nile monitor is completely and utterly researched now, so we can start working on maybe the hyena. They could have gone for the bear instead. How are they doing though? They are 100% enriched, so honestly the best I can do for them is I can feed them really good. Since they're at 100%, they first deserve the good food. There's a transformer failing me, of course there is. Get a mechanic on it. The mechanics are busy on their own research, which is fine, but you know. It's not something I want them to be too busy with. Okay, let's get back to this. I've remembered. This is also busy. I need to be at that angle, don't I? Which means I might need another pillar over there. What's this doing? Oh yeah, and that's fine. So I'm gonna have to move this pillar to match up perfectly with that. I'm gonna have to bring the door in one, so it matches up with those. And I'm gonna have to replace this as well with this. Which means this is also something I need to do over here. And that was double tap, that was not what I had in mind. You can go over there for the moment, so I can look at this and get rid of that. So that's gonna be how you can see that exhibit. I could have made this less like visible all around, but I think it's fine. This game seems to skip some frames here and there. I've noticed while playing that it does seem to occasionally just decide that being around people is a bad thing. And it's just gone and lost like a mountain of frames from that. So that's good. And then, right. Oh, now I can't rotate it. Okay, so this one is being mean to me. This one is saying no rotating, no spinny. But we want spinny. Spinny is important. So we need 2 more of these pillars. So I'm almost done with this particular course of hell. And let's rotate this one as well. Need to looking good. Okay, it needs to be a little bit closer to the wall. Like this maybe? God damn it, my cursor was on the menu at the bottom of the screen, so it was fucking me over. There we go. And you need a little bit of the X magic. So we can just put you on the correct height. I think you're okay otherwise. Yeah, you are. Great. Mechanic research is complete. Excellent! Solar panels! Habitat has damaged barriers. Call a mechanic, please. And yeah. It's the same thing, essentially. So I can get rid of this transformer. Though that does require pause. So I can, in fact, bring in some solar panels. I think I need a solar panel in this corner over here. Oh, this would be pretty good. So I'm gonna place it over there. And then I'm gonna need to do a little bit of fence work here. Exit. I'm gonna need to make an additional pillar. Remove this bit of wood here. Bring this in closer. No fucking angle snap, please. What do you take me for? And connect it up there. In fact, this gives us an opportunity to get rid of this wall as well and connect these two up with each other, so there's an extra corner for those friends to use. Okay, and I'm gonna have to move this a little bit. Move, but exit the group move. Why don't you want to make a road for me? What is so precious about this piece of road that you're unwilling to make a road for me? This is strange. Obstructed by water volume? You mean this water over here is stopping me from making a road over here? Is that right? Balls. Is all I can say about that. Balls indeed. In that case, let's undo just that whole maneuver, because it did not work out, now did it? We're gonna have this extra power. Can have it up here. Is everything powered? No, this screen here is not powered. But I think it's easier. Wait, is this not a group? Okay. I was sort of expecting these blueprints to spawn in as groups. So I would not have to do this to move them. And I forgot one torch. Gosh darn it. Ten objects, that should be the right amount, considering that we previously were missing 3 and that was... what fucked us over? Still not powered. Okay. So I'm gonna have to build another solar panel over here. I'm sure the bears will be happy about that, because that means the bears get more personal space. Okay, so I'm gonna have to delete that wall first. I'm gonna have to do that. Move this over here. This piece of wall may have a window, it's fine. Then we're gonna have to build this facility, this solar panel over here, which can connect up to the roads and all that. And the game crashed. So that's good. Let me just launch that back up. Done. Radiant software, that's something new that I have been having to put up with. So yeah. I've previously skipped installing Radiant Relive, and apparently this time when I hit custom I did not actually customize anything, which meant that I did end up with a Radiant Relive. And all sorts of new UI stuff that I had previously not seen. Okay, so where did we crash? What crashed me? We are... This took me back a fair bit. This is when we still had Transformers. Do we have the mechanical... well, do we have solar panels available to me? It's the important question. No, this is also before solar panels were invented. So that's quite a bit of travel back to the past. Had I finished the corners? No. That's a lot of going back. Wait. That's not the menu I was looking for. That's fine. Let's just bring this up here. And over there. And lower it down. Okay. Save. And then duplicate that. And get one. Oh no. And once again hit X instead of R. Which put me in this mode. Which is the advanced mode. If I just go over to M here, I can get back to moving it like this. So that is very messy. In fact, I think it might be easier to move it with this now. Yeah, that's certainly an angle I wanted to move it at. Not right now, but it certainly was one of the angles I wanted. And bring it up there. Excellent, and I think that should be that building completely fine again. Except for this corner over here, but I think this corner could be solved a little bit easier. Yeah, saves you. Just in case, let's keep our save finger happy. Yes. Yeah, well, there's a mechanic here right now. And here we go. Solar power. Power Solaris. That's not a word. Okay. So let's move this over to here like this. Get that. Yo! Thought you were building my wall. And connect it up over there. So we can now slam dunk a solar panel right over here. Oh no, that's the wrong key again. I want to hold Z, so we can do this. And please remove your angle snap, because that's just fucking me over. It will automatically reset itself, the angle snap I mean. It's just gonna be back. And it's gonna be mean. And I will not like it. I will not appreciate it at all. In fact, I think it's a dongus. Okay, we can get rid of this now, I believe. We should have enough power without it. I should check. Power. There's a sign over there without power now. Because I want a solar panel on this bridge, I think. So I think that's cool. Okay, again. So I need you to come up. Up. That's cool. And build by. So that's gonna provide some power around as well. And then I'm gonna need some walls. I'm thinking that this might make more sense using a breeze block building. But having the arch tunnel could be pretty good because oops. Because that makes it look like it's like the river is also meant to still pour through it. And I like that. That's a good effect to have. So yeah, that's how we're gonna place our solar panel here. Hey, stop scaring the guests. What's up? You have too little space again. Okay, in that case, it's time. Just gonna grab this whole part of wall and I'm gonna send it away. It's going on vacation and it's never coming back. No fucking angle snap, please. I like to freehand my stuff. And this will connect it up nicely. And they also want more full cover, I think. And there's a gyro enrichment. They love that, I think. I believe they love that. Do I want a 24-24 house for them? I mean, I might as well. They're fucking huge. I will also have to check on whether or not... well, all the terrain needs and all that, because this is changing things a bit. Yeah, let's do some smooth soil for this. Wait, no, not like this, like this. Because we need deeper ground. Deep ground. No, not sampled, selected, please. I forgot the game. Forgot that while being restarted. Okay, let's raise that up a little bit. And if I fill this up with water, it might be enough for the hippos to be happy again. Please? No? Okay, they need more water. I forgot this was partly already like a part of their water environment. Sad thing is I cannot connect it up to the river. Because deleting the river makes it obstructed, which is just not gonna work for me. Come on, recalculate that water area. Yeah! That's plenty enough water. And animals, please unbox yourselves. Okay, how are you feeling about plant life? You have space for more plants now. Good, well I'm gonna move this one back here, because I think that would look cool. And then we're gonna take a look at Africa. African grassland to be precise. No, I don't have anything hearted. So, let's take a look. Candelabras. Elephant grass. I love elephant grass. Elephant grass is the good shit. And some common reeds as well, because they are also commonly referred to as the good shit. Alright, come on. Show me what you want. Okay, yeah, they're happy with this. So I'll be satisfied with that as well. This is gonna be where you can watch the hippos from. The hippos have a lot of space to wander about in. That's fine. Oh, also blueprints. Construction. I have an idea for how to build a nifty bridge, but I think I'm just gonna stick with this bridge for now. Because building a new bridge would mean having to tear the whole thing down. Which honestly might be worth it, might not. Okay, we almost have the necessary amount of exhibits to open the exhibit building. Though in fairness, I will actually need to build the exhibit building before I open the exhibit building. But, you know, we're getting there. We're almost done with the Arctic team, which is great. Please build me some barriers. We need something to make those bears have a little bit less trouble, you know. They're cute. They're very cute bears. They're good, cute bears. But, yeah. We also want them to be cute, happy bears. Low on cash. Yeah, I know that. New challenges, aren't there? Okay, so we need info center profits. Still. We need to adopt two different exhibit species, and we still need to release a hippopotamus into the wild. We have two babies for that. So that's what we're gonna hope for. I'm gonna have to release one of those babies regardless, because those babies are going to inbreed otherwise, and we don't need that. I'd rather keep the mom and then maybe replace the dad. Like buy a new male into the family. Ooh, herb scented markers. That's cool. Have some of that. And anything special we can get for your food? Oh, we can have hanging barrels now. Yeah, let's have some of that as well. So the hippopotami should also be quite happy now. Low on cash, but we are making a profit. Supposedly. So I think we're fine. I just need to finish up with this building over here, and that should give us the ability to keep working on things. And then I want to have a building in this corner that's gonna be stores and stuff like that. Maybe just some water and some stuff and an overlook to the river. We could have like crocodiles here. Or Komodo dragons. What do Komodo dragons need? Do they like water? Tell me about yourself, dragons. Dragons are desert animals, they do not want water. No, they're not desert animals, they are tropical and grassland animals, but they still don't want water. Okay. So, those would be happy to have, fancy to have around. But let's take a look at animal trading and see what we can get for cash. Because cash is the easier way to go about things. Cash please, yes, filter. There's no hippos for cash, currently. Or were we looking at a different animal? We're looking at pygmy hippos. There's no pygmy hippos for grass. But I am interested in saltwater crocodiles and carials. Saltwater crocodiles are for cash. So I'm gonna buy myself 2 of those. And we're gonna bring them in. Who fucks the best? This guy fucks the best. That's who we're getting. Okay, and then they're gonna go over to quarantine. And then we're gonna have a little crocodile pen over here. Feeding station cannot be reached because it's on the other side of the river and our keepers can't swim. That's fine. And this needs the mechanic again. Which means this will also need the mechanic in just a little bit. Isn't it set to be 6 months? Yeah, it is. I guess they prioritize other things first. I mean, it's what I charge animals by. It's what you're meant to charge animals by. So, yeah, it's important to know who fucks the best. Also, I think they were fine with Great Dew walls. So we're just gonna bring this along here. And there. And then just cross the river. But we want this wall bit to be on the outside of the river. And this is gonna be chain link again. And then we're gonna pull back around like this. And over here. And connect it up there. I could move this corner back a little bit. And I want this habitat gate over here. People will currently not have a great view of the crocodiles when we bring them in. That's fine. They're... Oh, look, it's me! I got lost in the exhibit house. I think I'm actually lost. It's just I just can't find anything worth seeing in the zoo. That's fine. Okay, we have 2 animals who have passed quarantine and are ready to go into the pit of crocodile fucking. So this is gonna be called saltwater crocodile. Bam. Okay, there's some bears about to hyak, so let's take a look at the bears hyaking. The bears don't actually hyak. They're just gonna be like chilling. How are the frame drops? I'm getting some mentions, some alerts of that. I guess they must have yacked already. And they need more enrichment. Do we have anything good for the bears? For immersion. We do have new things for them. We have a brace scented sack for them to sniff that sack. We also have some herbal little sniffy sniffs for them to enjoy, which they will enjoy because that's how they live. And for food, we have little bamboo sticks for them to consume food from. And unbox all animals, please. Don't stick in a... Don't get stuck in a box. Also, right. Important things to do. Not well, vet research too, yes. But stuff. Work zones. Veterinary thingamajigs. These should also include all of those, though that doesn't really matter. And then zone A, I think, is also where this should be. And zone A is also where these could be. I'm gonna have to build like a proper foreman hut in, like, for people who actually just own, just 100% spend all of their time keeping the lights on. I should have people who do that because these things are pretty important in that regard. Crocodiles, how you living? What you want? You want less grass, more rock. And once again, as previously mentioned, we can't get you... Like, the music speakers don't seem to have the option for rock. I'm sure it'll be fine, right? Can I give you some little like rock hills here. Just a little bit of rock. Like that. Then I'm gonna take a little brush and get rid of this long grass. Make it short grass instead. And that supposedly has you happy. Which is good. And you want Asia or Oceania in that regard. Let's get you some flora then. Like, they are animals that technically don't need flora, but it's still nice to have. Asia and Oceania. Let's get you some Bengal bamboo. Bamboozle it up a little bit. Make it like a fence in the back there. So when the guests look into the pen, it's like, ah, yeah, that looks nice. Yeah. Yeah, apparently that does take up all the coverage though. So I don't know how many other plants I can have in this pen. But I'm gonna assume it's not gonna be a fuckton. Yep. One shot of a fuckton. Maybe if I delete this particular strip. Or if I move all the strips, like to start from this wall instead of whatever I had going beforehand. Why can't I rotate you, you son of a... Come on. Let me spin you right round, baby, right round. No. No spinning. Okay, well then we're gonna give you the advanced spin. Okay, crocodiles, how do you feel about having more flora now? Maybe a coconut palm? Maybe some more ferns? Maybe a little bit of reed? Maybe a little bit of brush here? Maybe some mangrove? No mangrove. Mangrove takes it over the board. And that's fine. Okay. Crocodiles, what do you want from life? Crocodile. Crocodiles like having blood-scented marker enrichments in their yard. They also like brace-scented sacks for them to sniff. Some restraint feeders. That's good. A frozen pumpkin. Something to rub themselves against. Right here. And a little something to rub themselves against over here as well. Some water jets in the water, I think. And no, don't kiss the sprinkler. And a little bit of a... make it a sprinkler hill. And you should be about as happy as snug as a bug. Yeah. Okay. And we are now just a little bit away from being able to keep things up. There's a mechanic being requested here. Is there a mechanic here? No. But we need the mechanic over there as well. What are those mechanics up to? Okay, I think it's time for something very special. Also, I think the frame rate for this game is just dropping like crazy once things get actually going. So I'm gonna pause the game for a bit, and I'm gonna hire 2 additional mechanics. And these will be purely work mechanics. These will be mechanics just doing the best for Zone A and Zone B. And Zone C will be this island. And Zone C will have the primary research center for mechanics as well. So those workshops over there are gonna get gone. They're just not gonna exist anymore. And yeah, frames are absolutely disappearing. I'm not entirely sure what's up with that. So I'm just gonna change the preset to medium just to be safe. Because maybe it's a graphical thing? Doesn't seem like it. No, there's something else about it. Something certainly eating those frames right up. And I don't like it. Okay, there's some hyenas about to mature, which is great news. That means we can probably release some of those hyenas into the wild. Which is what we want, which is what we need. Okay, and delete this piece of buff here. Thank you. We'll also need a little keeper hut for the exhibition here. So, ideally I think it would be best if that's gonna be like behind here somewhere. Maybe this corner here could be a little bit of a stuff corner. In that regard. Okay, the spotted hyena pen still needs work. There's a bear with low welfare, as always. Are you trying to take a look at these friends? They're not here for your viewing pleasure, they are just here for their own time. Okay, so I can start working on putting a roof on this bad boy now. Well, as soon as things stop lagging as much. Yeah, I think I'm gonna work a little bit of this magic. And then once this is done, I am going to call it for the day. And let's see. I'm gonna need to move these pillars just a bit now. Oh, why did I do that? Let's try that instead with the advanced option. Wait, it deleted the other thing. Let's get that back, please. I want to cancel what I was doing, not cancel what I had already done. That looks pretty good. Approximately as good as it can get, really. So let's bring you up here as well. Okay, and my camera seems to be less free. Okay, let's X that, bring that over there, and a little bit out. Yeah. Same goes for this pillar. Come this way, please. And then that way, and then a little bit back. Excellent. Did I say excellent or did I say excellent? I am not sure. Okay, that's good. And let's bring this one out a bit as well. Bam. Okay. I think our zoo is coming along nicely. We'll have a lot of exhibits opening soon. So that's good. Spotted hyenas will fight for alpha status. That's to be expected because a new girl was born. You are a bloke. You are also a bloke. How many animals are here? There's 4 animals. There's 2 girls. Who's the daughter? Who's the daddy? The mum even. I think it is the mum. But Alil would be so much better. Who is your dad? Obiachulu. I'm sorry, but you are going to be rehomed. And that... I can't rehome or release you. You must be too young for that. I'm gonna send you to the trade center. And maybe I can cash you in. Yeah. Excellent. Let's take a look if there's any good male genes out there for the hyena. I wish there was a search bar for this. Hyena. That's a spotted hyena. That's good fertile genes at least. Let's grab this boy. Welcome to the jungle. We've got quarantine. But the research is complete. Spotted hyena research is progressing nicely. How are the hyenas doing in that regard? They need more toys. Okay, let's look at the hyena. Hyena. I've got you 2 toys. Would you like to chew on some toys? Yeah, you would. We've got blood scent markers. Don't you love blood scent markers? Yeah, you do. And let's give you some balls in your face. Oh, there were already some balls. No, that's the football. And let's give you some bamboo feeders as well. So you'll be happy for a lifetime. Maybe 2. Okay, and back to this building. I'm not entirely certain how I am going to handle these corners over here. In fact, I think I just made myself an additional problem here. Let's move this over here. I don't want this. And I want this to be over here. Which means I need to move this. Which is not going to be easy because it requires diagonal movement. That's fine. Come along now. And perfect enough. Sufficiently perfect, not quite perfect, but apparently still deserving of the words perfect. That at least those words are what came out of my mouth hole. Okay, and we're gonna move this over here as well. So we're gonna have some... It's gonna be easier to roof it. That's what I'm hoping to get at. Okay, let's move you over there a little bit and then just a little bit down. Goodbye. Excellent. And the quarantine has passed for this boy who is gonna go and fuck our silver quality girl. And maybe that'll get us more children that will also be of high quality. Yes, that's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so, oh right, this needs moving. Yeah, that needs to be there. Cool, and should I have like an Arctic wall up here? Probably. Oh, I accidentally hit X. That's not what I had in mind. Move that, please. Just, why can't I move and rotate? You son of a gun. Okay, if I just place one, still can't rotate it. What the fudge? Well, fuck you too. Now I'm just adding a ton of them. Why is it not spinning? Oh my god, what's wrong with this? Why can't I spin things? What's the issue here? I couldn't engage whatchamacallit either. Let's say advanced mode. Like I had absolutely no way of moving or rotating that. I can't rotate this one either. So I'm gonna have to steal a wall from here. So it looks like this game wants to take a break. And I might be willing to provide it one in just a moment. But first... if I just duplicate this like this, that's fine. Wait, no, this one doesn't get that treatment. This one needs this treatment. Let's just have 2 of these. I still can't do that. And 2 of these. So we don't need the pillar over there. Though I don't like the fact that it just seems to automatically try to make some sort of corner that we don't actually require. Okay, time to look into roofs. Oh yeah. There's some nifty roofs out here. But to start off, we want to go with... I think we just want to come with a classic 2-meter roof over here. Okay, that has a slight issue with what we were doing with those. So I'm gonna have to bring it up by 1, I think. And I still can't rotate it, for fuck's sake! No, that's not gonna help now, is it? Can't build a roof if I can't rotate the pieces needed for the roof. Okay, bit research is complete and mechanic research is complete. The hippopotamus is now fully researched. Let's take the saltwater crocodile. I should have taken the bear, to be honest. It's fine. And we have level 1 barriers, which is also good. I don't know which ones the level 1 barriers gives me. Corrugated maybe? We start off with corrugated. I don't remember. Okay, so since we can't rotate things at the moment, let's try and just need to do a little bit of work on this. Regardless, still can't rotate it. For fuck's sake! I'm gonna need that here anyway, and here. I'm not happy about how this is not working right now. Okay, and this is gonna come here. Oh, here's the question. No, I need to bring it over on that edge. Just like that. So if... Wait, no! Stop that! No, this one I did want to bring over here. No, stop this nonsense. Advanced move rotate, yes. Wait. Cancel. Advanced duplicate. And we can bring this pillar all the way up here. So it's gonna connect up nicely over there. It's also not the best though. Can I replace this with the 1 meter version, please? No. This boy. This boy right here. It needs to be this boy. Understood? Okay, so let's get rid of that boy. So we can move this boy down here. Like this. Close enough. It serves its purpose. Though I'm not entirely sure if this corner does serve its purpose right now. Let's try and move it just Let's try and move it just a little bit closer. It's really dark right now there. Okay, great news. There's some mechanic research complete as well. I'm gonna assume it's the final piece of the Arctic team, which means we can now start working on the staff facilities, which is what we will need to get our research center going on over at the end of this particular piece of dirt. Okay, spotted hyenas, that's fine. Can I rotate this now? No. For fuck's sake, what's wrong with this? Also, this structure should be named the exhibition. It's where all our exhibits are. It's nice, it's small, but it's still nice. And small. Do I want to have plants? Do I want to make this like a planter? Or, alternatively, what I could do is instead put a little road here. So that doesn't give me anything. That doesn't give anyone anything. That would just be an option. Okay, Inspector has left. And the Inspector is very happy with most everything, except for education. But education is mostly just the stuff that rises with time. In my experience. No, you're just being shy. That's fine. But that's a baby! Awesome. That's great news. Speaking of, have any of these babies grown up? Let's click here instead. Nope, still babies. There's 3 babies now. That's a lot of babies. I'm pretty happy with that. That's some good babies. Okay, there's a hyena about to have offspring. And that's, I think, our silver hyena, which is pretty good. We do want her to have offspring. I'm pretty sure about that. Nope, can't rotate that. There's a piece I can rotate. But I can't rotate this either, but I can duplicate this. Also, I do believe I needed to duplicate this one as well, so it's balanced off at the outer side of the building. Also need to check on one thing about this roof. Like, is this gonna clip? I can't rotate it! So yeah, this stream is coming to an end soon, because I just can't do anything. Some functionalities for this game have ceased to exist. And that's just not handy now, is it? I'm not entirely sure how I want to bring this roof together. This is the long side of the building, this is the short side of the building. Oh, this is not something that grid snaps really. It's just a different thing. These things will need a lot of extra work if I'm to use those. Okay, so let's get back to walls instead. Walls are easier to consider, to think about. Okay, so I will need to be able to use these. Of course I can't rotate it. And then I could just duplicate 3 of these. Then put a gavel on this. And that's too rough a gavel, I think. This might be better. And then we can go check on that particular piece of roof if we can use it. We can. Cool. And is there an edge piece for it that we can use? No. So this is not good. That means this edge is gonna look dumb. Unless, of course, we do this. Which I think might work here. Except I can't move them as a group in this case. Come on, get under that roof. Thank you. And then we can use the 1 meter eave over here, maybe. To trim that off. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. I like it. Okay, and then I wanted to use one of those here as well. So let's do an X. And then I want this piece. We'll move this up. And up. And above. To here. And this will be beautiful. And once I can rotate things, I can probably fix this building up to actually be nice. So that'll be good. And once the exhibition building is complete, we can build a nice little dining area here where you can look at the crocodiles. So that's gonna be the croc and snack. But yeah, I think this is coming along nicely. Could have done with a window in here, to be fair, but that's fine. Doesn't matter. When we get access to glass ceilings, I might add some to the top of this building, because I do like glass as well. But I think this is where I will call the zoo for the day. So thanks for stopping by. It was fun. I had a lot of fun, except for the final piece where, for some reason, piece rotation stopped working, which was more frustrating than it was fun. So yeah, we now have. I now have 3 zoos, and apparently that's pretty central in that regard over there. That's fine. So we have the Alpec Picnic, which, as I mentioned before, was just a ground experiment. I was just messing around with dirt, making a mountain. I want to make more mountains, but making mountains is a whole lot of work. And then we have the Bamboozle, which is what we just started. I like that it focuses on the half-ton exhibit building here. And then we have the Antarctic expansion, which is just a whole lot of money and a whole lot of nothing. But essentially the Bamboozle is currently my best zoo, and I am looking forward to working on it again soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.